I started this week with the first marathon of my life. I did a marathon up that mountain that you see in the horizon there while juggling, plus a little over a mile. If a marathon is 26.2, I did 27.34. Day 64. Day 1 of week 10. Today I begin my ascent up them mountains. I'll start it today. I'll finish it tomorrow, and then it's just downhill after that. I'm shooting for about 18 miles today. We'll see how it goes. I may call it a little early, depending on elevation, but the goal is to do 18 miles and then just get back to our campsite for the night, and then start from there tomorrow, where the remainder to the highest point of elevation is only 8 miles. So yeah, day 64. I am optimistic. The weather's pretty nice and I'm feeling froggy. I climbed that whole fucking mountain. It was kind of awesome. It was over a marathon. If a marathon's 26.2, I did more than a mile over that. It was like 17 and change, 17.3 something, and also gained most of a mile in elevation. So I'm eating, I'm resting, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. I'm exhausted. This process, this trip, this journey gets so much easier with each passing day and week as I get a little bit better at the background process of juggling and drop so much less. The most exhausting part of this process is bending over to pick up when I drop, and I'm doing that so much less than I was near the beginning. What's up, YouTube? Teeny tiny short little day today. I only walked 3 miles because I did so much yesterday, and today was for resting, and spent the rest of the day trying to catch fish. So yeah, day 65. My total daily drops for week 10 of this trip are as follows: Monday 45, Tuesday 9, Wednesday 35, Thursday 15, Friday 7, Saturday 10, and Sunday 8. This brings me to a total of 129 drops for the week, marking a new low, averaging 18 drops per day. Day 66. I am going down the mountains, and I am almost to South Fork. The day has gone pretty well so far, but a lot of today, there was no shoulder on the road, and there was not really any space between the road and the vegetation or the rocks or the trees that were next to it. So I was really squeezing on by for a bit there, but it just opened back up. I'm having a nice time. I'm in lower elevation now, so the air is getting easier to breathe. It's still beautiful outside. And yeah, overall day 66 is going pretty well. Geography is crazy. Like, yeah, the landscape changes, but today, day 66, I just spent the entire day walking through the Rio Grande National Forest down by the South Fork of the Rio Grande River into a town called South Fork. Just beautiful, rocky, Viridian. We went, I think, like 20 miles ahead of where I finished. And I mean, it's not the desert, but it's close. It's crazy. I mean, the air quality might be a little low, so you can't quite see the mountains in the distance. You might be able to. They're hazy, but I mean, I'm gonna be heading, I think, that a ways. And we came from this ways, which there's this hill right here. I might climb to the top of that later or something, see what that's about. But yeah, it's just crazy how fast and how drastically the the landscape and the surroundings have changed. But also the Great Sand Dunes National Park is not terribly far ahead. So yeah, Colorado is colorful. But yeah, we're parked here tonight, and my wife gets here tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, just gonna stay busy tonight, take a shower, rest, and tomorrow gonna do same as usual. My total daily distance traveled for week 10 of this trip is as follows. Monday, 27.37 miles. Tuesday, 3.07 miles. Wednesday, 17.09 miles. Thursday, 14.95 miles. Friday, 11.42 miles. Saturday, 14.41 miles. And Sunday, 6.1 miles. This brings me to a total of 94.41 miles for the week, averaging 13.48 miles per day. Day 6-7. I am just getting to Del Norte, almost done for the day. My beautiful wife is about to, well, not about to be here, but I'll see her shortly. Visiting until Monday, which is awesome. And yeah, right now I'm on my way to a place called Raisin and Rye, which I got recommended to me by the juggler that stopped to talk to me yesterday, and another passerby that stopped to talk to me today. So 2 recommendations for this place in 2 days. Definitely excited to get a smoothie and some bread. But yeah, I'll update on how good that is. But yeah, day 67. In Del Norte, Colorado, Raisin and Rye. It is a micro bakery. I got a smoothie from there. It was freaking amazing. But they have this jalapeno cheddar sourdough. It's so good. Fortunately, I got 3 loaves. Yeah, if you ever find yourself in Del Norte, Colorado, check that out. But yeah, my wife is about to get here, so I'm very excited. Yeah, other than that, pretty standard day. In my first 5 weeks of this trip, I traveled 530.45 miles. In my most recent 5 weeks of this trip, I have traveled 492.74 miles. This brings me to a grand total of 1,023.19 miles, which finally puts me over that 1,000 mile mark. Day 68. My wife is here. And today we had a little coffee date at that Raisin and Rye place. I've been walking. I've got a couple more miles, and then we're gonna see Spider-Man later today. I've been aggressively avoiding spoilers, so it's gonna be a relief to finally see it. So yeah, day 68, baby. In the first 5 weeks of this trip, I dropped a total of 2,355 times. And in the second 5 weeks of this trip, I have had a sharp drop-off where I have only dropped 935 times. This brings me to a grand total of 3,290 drops, averaging for the entire trip 47 drops per day. Day 69. I don't think I did this video yesterday. I think I got my glasses video yesterday, but I didn't get a glasses video today. It'd be like that sometimes. My little daily schedule is a little thrown out of whack because I am distracted by loving my wife, who is visiting right now. She is visiting from Thursday the 6th to Monday the 10th. And yeah, we're having a grand little time out here. I haven't seen her since before this trip started, so this has been the best couple days of the trip so far. Gonna go to the grocery store here shortly, get us some little snackies and stuff. We're just gonna hang out here. And yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll go to the Great Sand Dunes National Park. Hard to say. But today was pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Did a little over 14 miles and had breakfast with my wife along the way, which was really nice. And yeah, I feel like I am very, very close to the end of the hardest part of this trip, which is the mountains on the other side of the San Luis Valley, which I will get to in just another few days. And then after that, it's just Colorado East and Kansas. So, easy peasy. Anyway, day 69, we're doing great. My goal moving forward into the remainder of Colorado and into Kansas is to start pushing much greater distances per day. I think that at this point I am conditioned for it. I have passed the most difficult parts of this journey between the desert and the intense elevation, and I would like to finish as expeditiously as possible. So far I've averaged a little less than 15 miles per day. For the remainder of this trip, I would like to push that average daily closer to 20. Day 70, the big 7-0, last day of week 10. I am walking through Alamosa today and then a bit past it. I had breakfast with my wife, who is still here visiting. And yeah, I've been having a really good couple of days. It's been very revitalizing for my wife to be here visiting, and makes me, it kind of restores some of the motivation that I've naturally lost as I feel more sluggish throughout this trip going on. But yeah, day 70 is going good so far. It's a relatively cool morning. And that movie theater right there is where my wife and I saw Spider-Man 2 days ago. It's a small movie theater, but big movie. So anyway, today's going good. I'm gonna try to finish my weekly video today pretty quick so that I can hang out more with my wife, because she flies home tomorrow afternoon. And then basically from there, I just gotta race across Kansas. I am almost past the remainder of the mountains that I'm gonna pass in Colorado. You might be able to see them on the horizon, but air quality is iffy because of the wildfires here and there, so they're pretty hazy on the horizon even still. But yeah, day 70. What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? Hey guys,
And
welcome back to my channel.
well, now that the mic is on, that's my wife back there.
From a nap.
She just woke up from a nap. This week's weekly video is a little short. I'm missing a couple of shots, but that's okay. I got at least something from every day. I've also been pretty distracted. My wife's been visiting, and yeah, I mean, I haven't seen her since before this trip started, and I won't see her again until like Kansas City. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna speed through Kansas, but it's still gonna be another few weeks before we see each other. So we're hanging out for the rest of the day today. I'm doing laundry because it's Sunday. I'm doing this weekly video, and gonna try to get it posted. But yeah, day 70, last day of week 10. No days off, baby. All right, well, goodbye, week 10 video.